Good evening, everyone. How are you? I am doing absolutely perfect tonight. Had my first classes of the year on Thursday. They went smashingly well. The one library that I went to at 11, we had about 60 people there, I guess, maybe a little more. Very big place, so I had to use a microphone, which I am definitely not used to using. The chairs that they had set out were all packed, and they had little two-tiered benches on the sides of the room against the walls, and those were packed full along with kids on the floor. So definitely a lot of people. That was at the Chilhowie library at 11, and that went perfectly. And then the class at Marion wasn't until 6, and since it is an hour drive basically for me to get from my house to there, I just stayed in the area. But the Marion library had a climate controlled room that I could put all my tarantulas in while I went and did whatever until it was time to set up. So that was amazing. And the lady that runs the Marion Live program, she's really afraid of spiders and tarantulas. But she had she had 4 assistants that work with her. 2 of them are more permanent, and they all helped me get things inside and put into the room. And of course we had to spend time talking about them and showing off. I had to show off my ones, and one of the girls was absolutely enthralled and wanted to hold every single one of them that she could, and I let her because they were safe. The other girl was interested but not overly fond of them. Wouldn't hold one, wouldn't touch one, which was fine. So I pretty much spent the day at Hungry Mother State Park, just relaxing and being on my phone doing stuff I do on there. So by the time I got back to the Marion library, it was after 5, and they helped me get set up, and the lady that runs the program was extremely helpful. And by the end of the program, well, we had about 40, maybe 45 people there. So not as many as the Chilhowie, but that's because it was 6 o'clock at night. So, I kind of understand that. But by the end of the program, everything had also gone smashingly well. And the other girl that was interested but kept her distance more or less, she told me everything that I said and did completely turned her around, and she is a lot more enthusiastic about them. The one girl that was holding all of them, her birthday is this month, and I know for a fact she's getting a tarantula for her birthday. She is addicted to them. And I told her, I'm like, look, be prepared to spend a lot of money, because it's like tattoos and piercings. You can't have just one. So, that was amazing on Thursday. It really was. Friday, fuck was I wiped. My all night Thursday, even though I took my medicines, my muscles were cramping, my arms, my shoulders, my legs, my feet. I was fucking wiped. It's taken till today for me to actually feel human and do a little bit. And even then, I still have some cramps in my shoulders and hands. But since today's my birthday, I, didn't really want to do much anyway. So I just stayed at home, stayed in bed, played my games. My oldest son called me first thing this morning on his way home from duty. So we talked for a while, and of course he wished me happy birthday. My birthday is fine, but I'm more interested in tomorrow, which is my oldest son's birthday. He was my 21st birthday present, and that's why I am more excited when my birthday comes around, because I know the next day is his birthday. And I've gotten lots of happy birthday wishes from friends and family on Facebook, so that's been wonderful. And then this evening, my youngest son and grandbabies called me, and as soon as I picked up, they all started singing a absolutely wonderful rendition of Happy Birthday to me. And of course, chattering with the babies and talking to them was absolutely hilarious as always, and fucking melts my heart every time when I hear them say Nona, Nona, Nona. I absolutely love it. They are so precious. And they were sitting down to dinner while we were talking, and they were having breakfast for dinner. Eggs, bacon, and biscuits. And I got off the phone with them, and I'm like, well, I got biscuits, and I actually have eggs too. So that was my birthday dinner. I had eggs, cheesy eggs, and biscuits with homemade raspberry jam and homemade pickled peaches. So that was my birthday dinner for myself. So yeah, it's been a pretty amazing week. And then I get to do the classes all over again on Wednesday. I've got 2 of them in Hillsville, one at 11, one at 2. And those are that's one of the 2 places that are expecting around 200 people per show. So that's gonna, holy shit kind of thing. But I'll tell you, by the time I got set up at the Chilhowie Library, my nerves were gone. And I am just so excited to be able to give these classes and share my passion for my tarantulas with people. And I mean, the kids are just so enthralled with them, and a lot of the adults are too, surprisingly. At the Marion Library, there was a woman sitting right up front with her young one, and I swear she asked me the most questions, and that was great. So this is going to be the best month of my year, I think. Absolutely. Until my son and grandsons come out to visit me, which now that he's on shore duty, he'll be able to do, which I am thrilled about. So I look forward to that. That'll be the only thing that can top my classes, seeing my babies. my oldest, you know, he's still on sea duty, and the submarine's still in the shipyards. He hasn't had a day off or been able to take any time off for over a year now. So, it's been pretty rough on him, but he's got shore duty coming up. It looks like his choice of orders is going to be back down in South Carolina at the Nuclear Power Training School, if that goes through, and if nothing comes up in the Tidewater area, which probably won't. So hopefully, you know, he'll get South Carolina again, which he's familiar with it down there from being down there for his school. And then when my youngest joined the military and went to the power training school, nuclear school down there, my oldest was an instructor, and they all lived together. So, you know, that's been almost 6 years ago that he was down there, but you know, going back down there won't be too bad for him. So, you know, it sucks that he'll be out of Virginia again, but South Carolina's not too far. It's pretty much about the same amount of hour drive as it is from Tidewater, so that's not so bad. At least he's not having to go to the West Coast, hopefully. You know, orders can change at any moment. Somebody takes the billet before he gets to go on shore duty, or, you know, they say no and send him somewhere else. You know, it can be a crapshoot at times, but we're hoping for the best. So, yeah, it's been a good week, a good day today. You know, before hanging up with my grandbabies, they sang me happy birthday one more time. Actually, 2 more times. Not that I'm complaining. It was absolutely darling. So, yeah, it's been it's been good. And like I said, I get to do it all again on Wednesday. I've got a doctor's appointment on Tuesday in Christiansburg. Yeah, I've got my other 3 classes. The 2 are on the 24th and 1 on the 25th. So that's going to be a very long week. But being able to do this and share my love of my tarantulas is just absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm getting paid for it too, which, trust me, that's always welcome. And they're paying me very, very well for it. So, you know, that's just the icing on the cake for me. I'm not so much worried about the money as I am just being able to give the classes and hopefully show children and adults that you don't have to be afraid of them. So, yeah. It's been wonderful. Excuse me, burping from my dinner. Nighttime routine done. So yes, as of today, I am 57 years old. Yeah, I'm getting up there. But you know what? The libraries want me to do this as many years in the future to come as I can, and I am absolutely ready and willing to do that. For as long as they'll have me, I'll keep going. So it's really been a great day and a great week. And I am looking forward to Wednesday, although it'll take me till Saturday to recover probably, but that's okay. I can live with it. I can definitely live with it. At least there's only a little bit of time in between the two shows this time, and the one on the 24th as well. The shows are at 11 and 2, so that won't be quite so difficult for me. So, yeah. The goddess has once again shown me just how blessed I am. And I am absolutely thankful for all the blessings I have. It's easy to focus on the negative sometimes, but I'm doing that less and less, and remembering just how lucky I am to have such wonderful family and friends. So I'm going to end this. Not a very long video. I'm tired. I do have a bit of a headache. So I'm going to take my medicines. It's after 10 already. And let my medicine work so I can get to sleep. So I thank you for watching. And I hope you all have a blessed rest of the weekend, because it is Saturday night. And just, I love you. So have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.